Any Lynyrd Skynyrd fans here?
What?
I stole this. Okay, that's what we do. We're musicians. Except I changed it a little bit. It goes like this. Saturday. I don't have much time to spare. Got a dream to chase and I'm on my way. Gonna let my music take me there. I'm beginning to fly. I can feel wind beneath my wings. Say goodbye to all these earthly strings. No, it should have happened sooner. Life makes other plans. Sometimes you do what you gotta do. You gotta roll up the streets. Take matters in your own hands, yeah. My state, improve my position, high above it all, and I can finally see all the things that I've been missing. I'm beginning to fly. I can feel the wind beneath my wings, flying so high. Gonna say goodbye to all these earthly strings. No, it should have happened sooner. But life had other plans. Sometimes you do what you gotta do. You gotta roll up your sleeves. Take matters in your own hands, yeah. The sky is not the limit. Yeah, that's just what I'm aiming for. This world and all that's in it is there for me to explore. Stand back and watch me soar. I'm beginning to fly. Beginning to fly. I can feel the wind beneath my wings. I'm beginning to fly. Thank you. Hi, I'm Dennis. And I created this Dream Chaser World Tour. But I didn't do it alone. And I need to do something here before we go any further. Because this was a co-creation. This is bespoke. There are 6 of those in existence. So yes, of course there's a story. I've known Nick for about 3 years now. During COVID, I became part of some of his groups of musicians that got online and wanted to hang out and just continue their community because they couldn't do it. Of course, it fits perfectly. I love you, dude. And so I became part of, ultimately, Nick's transformational coaching group. And Nick and I had a conversation one day where he invited me to what he calls the Domino Project. And he said, I think you'd be a good fit. You ought to come and check it out. And you could. I think you have a lot to offer the group and everything. So the first day that we're in there, everybody introduces themselves, and first words out of my mouth were, "Hi, my name's Dennis DeVilbiss. I'm not a coach." And we talked a little bit, and I mentioned the fact that I would like to do a world tour. And that was pretty much the extent of what I had to say about it until Nick had his turn. And the words out of his mouth were, "Dennis has expressed a dream." Dennis didn't dream pretty much at all at that point. When I was 21, my dad, brother, and sister were killed by a drunk. I had a son that was born with a congenital heart defect. We lost him at age 4. And so my ability to see the possibilities in life weren't there. They just didn't do it. But Nick Bettini saw something in me that thought would be a good fit with his group. And as a result of the interaction with him and all these people that I've come to know and love as my family, here I am. I almost died. I went to Cornwall, and I showed up in Cornwall. I think I was there one night, and I did the 999 call, and ended up going into Royal Cornwall Hospital and had a really bad kidney infection, and was in there for 6 days. And I've been kind of like dragging and carrying that around with me, the entire time that I've been here. But I was damned if I was going to miss being here tonight, and so I want to thank you for being here and making this possible. Because all I had to do was show up and strum one chord, and that made it real for me tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to ditch the hat because it's inside, but I got to tell you the story about the hat. I don't know if you have a Chamber of Commerce here. Okay, this is my Chamber of Commerce in Calistoga, California, in the Napa Valley. And the CEO of the chamber knew I was going on tour. And I wear these hats, and they get sweaty and faded and just like beat to crap. And Eric goes, "You need a new hat." I said, "Okay." So I stopped by the chamber. He wasn't there a couple of days later, and I talked to Shelby, the gal behind the corner. I said, "You know what? You tell Eric I'll take a new hat." I said, "Make it blue because it'll match my shirt." I said, "But the only way that I'm going to take it is if everybody in the chamber signs it. Because if I'm going to do that, I'm taking you with me." And they did. And so I have part of my family from Calistoga with me while I'm doing this. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get some music going.